Hi. Today I'm going to answer a question that somebody wrote in the comments underneath a different video. And she was saying, I'm being kicked out of college for being and they're not giving me the opportunity to get. What do I do? I have so much invested in this college journey. To be kicked out like this without a second chance is devastating for me. And I know a lot of college students in a lot of countries are experiencing similar things or are experiencing very, very difficult circumstances under which they have to live as a student right now, and things they can and cannot do if they're not. Yes? So, I want to acknowledge first that as with other, like for college students, but also other groups, this special situation in the world right now, the health situation, is costing a lot. Like, some people have to pay a high price for this. They're losing jobs, they're losing businesses, they're losing their college place, they're losing so much. And in this situation where she's saying, okay, I would even be willing to get it, right? So she would say, I'm willing to get it, but they will not allow me to. From a human identified point of view, I totally understand, and we possibly can all understand, that this situation is devastating, especially if whatever you want to do with your college degree is your dream job, and if college is really satisfactory for you and giving you a lot, and if this is really, really what you feel you want to be doing with your life. Now, from a broader perspective, yes, because we're all about expanding the consciousness bit, right? So from a higher level of consciousness, from your soul level, let's say, instead of looking at it from what am I losing right now? What have I lost? What are they not allowing me to, they are not allowing me to do? We, from a broader perspective, can acknowledge that, okay, every situation, every experience that we have here is an experience, full stop. It doesn't have to be good or bad, it's an experience. Now, we do have certain attachments and we have certain plans as to how things should go in our life, what we want, what we don't want. But from a broader perspective, okay, you know what I mean. We all have a journey, and sometimes we don't know what it is. We may think we know, but sometimes life throws in a twist here and there. And you, dear questioner, I want to say this to you. What if this current situation, the difficulty in it, is your greatest treasure? What if this was a life-changing situation for you, where in 20 years' time you will look back on and say, thank God this happened and my life changed in such a way that brought me to where I am now. Had I continued, had I done this, had I done that, I would not be where I'm at right now, and I see where I'm at right now is exactly at the point that feels right for me. I love this journey. What if? That's only one option, right? But what if? So instead of thinking something is going wrong because it's not going according to my plan right now, you may still be doing this, maybe 4 years later, maybe under different circumstances. Who knows? Right? So, but maybe for now, there is something else that is looking to get your attention. Something else that wants your focus. And what if that was more important than the college topic right now? What if? So instead of thinking there is something going wrong in my life and the universe is against me and me as the little human, I need to make this work, I want to make it work, and I feel I don't have the control, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I need to feel, my ego needs to feel, yes, you don't have the control over everything. And there are bigger things in life, bigger events, bigger streams, bigger energies, but maybe they're here to support me. Maybe they're here to show me the direction and a different path. And even though it may feel difficult to let go of a path that you thought you wanted and that felt right, it might feel difficult to let go of it. But the sooner you do, the sooner you say, okay, universe, I have no idea whether I should be in college now or not. If I'm supposed to be in college right now, make it possible. I'm ready to cooperate. I'm ready to be in partnership. If there's something else for me that is better though, that is more in alignment with my higher self, with my soul, then I'm also open to that. Please guide me, show me. You can ask your inner wisdom, the higher wisdom. You can go on soul level. You can do this many different ways. You can ask your guides. You can ask for signs in the outside world that if you get an inspiration inside or an answer internally and you want to know whether this is true or not, ask for signs in the outside world. Say, give me confirmation outside, give me signs, give me synchronicities that I know what I'm sensing and feeling is an answer, that this is correct. And then be open to experiencing the feedback and the signs from your higher wisdom during the next 24 to 48 hours after you ask the question. Okay? So what if? And this really helps also for us not to hold so tight to things that we think matter so much. Because maybe they don't. They might seem so important and they might seem like I have sacrificed so much to get myself to this point. And I totally understand this, right? But sacrificing always means I have invested so much and this makes it precious for me. This makes it feel like I really, really want this. And now somebody wants to take this away from me and I have no control over it. What if this was life, acting through whoever makes the decisions for you right now? In that sense, this is how it feels for you. No one really makes the decisions. It's always you. Right? So, but by you also giving away the power, saying, they won't let me in, they won't do this. It's like, where do you stand with this? So there's circumstances around you. What if you created them? What if your higher self created them? Because there was other stuff for you to do, other things to explore. What if? And everybody shutting the doors on you is just a sent messenger, right, from the divine to show you, no, not here, no, not here, no, not here. Now what do you do? And you always have the choice to react and to respond in your way. That is your power. You can respond and you can choose how you react to certain situations. We don't have control over all the situations, but we always have control over what do we do with it. And if we have the approach, life is always for me. Life is always for me, not against me. And I move forward in partnership with life, not trying to beat it before it can beat me, right? But in partnership, because it's for me, because I am life. There is not even a separation. We're so, like, you are life because you are alive. So there is no separation between you and life. It's all one. So how can it be against you? It's not. And if there are circumstances that seem difficult, look at what's the treasure in them. What is it? What's there for me that I can learn? What's there for me I can explore? What's there for me that is, maybe there is a change in direction required. Maybe not. Maybe it will dissolve and in 2 months' time I'll be back in college and everything will be fine. Or maybe not. But what if you allowed your soul, your higher self to take over instead of the little fighting you that has all these fears and all these attachments. So your soul, your higher self, if you join with that, if you identify with that, things won't seem so stressful anymore and won't seem so desperate anymore and hopeless. And then you can explore, okay, what's actually in there in this situation for me? Because there is something in the situation for you where you can learn, for example, skills how to deal with a crisis, skills how to deal with loss, skills how to be more flexible in life with your own wishes and attachments, skills of, okay, and whatever you learn, you may be teaching this at some stage as some speaker or coach or whatever to other people going through similar things, because you will say, I was there, mate. I know what it felt like, and I know what I developed. I know how I moved through this. I know how I grew. I know how I started to deal with it. And now I have skills, and now I have insights, and now I have wisdom that I can share to help others move from A to B, move from the state of desperation and, oh my God, everything is going wrong, to I create my life. And I find my power step by step by step, and I take my power back. Because also, as you know, I'm always about self-empowerment, right? So don't give your power away to anyone who seems to be making the decisions for you, whether you can or cannot do something. You are free. You're a free soul. And if something in the 3D world is not accessible to you right now, then seemingly it's not worth being there. Otherwise, you would be there. Trust in your path. I hope that this helps. I hope that this helps more people who, I know so many people are in similar situations. And also, please feel free. Write in your comments the questions you have, because as you can see, when we share questions and I can respond to questions with video, then more people benefit from that also. So I'm going to do this much more often, that I invite you to send in, and you can also send them in by email. Send in your questions, write your questions on topics that are interesting for you, on topics that really matter or that intrigue you or that are difficult for you, whatever, okay? And I will produce videos and answer your questions, okay? I'm going to love you and leave you for today, and we'll talk again next time.